Some mothers do have them. Good evening all, how are we? And welcome back to the last slice for ScordSW West Edition 3. How are we, gang?
Fantastic.
Mate, we're good. So glad to have you with us tonight.
Yeah, we're just happy to see you here.
It's nice to be here on time, I must admit. I was just joking with the wonderful Lomax team pressing buttons up there. For a man with African elephant size ears, these things just don't want to go in my tiny little ear canal. But anyway, I'm going to fight with it all night. We're going to have a few laughs. Kate Fielding, welcome back.
Thank you, Gillo.
What's happened in your week?
Big weekend. We had our first scratchy for South Bunbury up in Mandurah on Saturday, so it was good to get out in the field and have a crack. Then went to the Bunbury Football Club's fundraiser on Saturday, which was Saturday night. So that was a great event, raising money for the Tan family. Really good. I'm still recovering, but not from the football, but from the consumption of...
Oh, you've got it the wrong way around then, haven't you, really?
Or I'm an athlete, so...
Of course. And speaking of athletes, Brad Scott, good evening.
Mate, not an athlete anymore. I'm well retired. But like Kate, I had my first pre-season friendly on the weekend for the Busselton City Soccer Club. And we got the win, but oh my God, am I sore.
Really?
I forgot that I actually have muscles, and I know now.
Okay. Yeah. See, I don't have that problem. I just don't play any competitive sport anymore, and I feel bloody fantastic. Hey, thanks to everyone for your support. Like I say, we're into week 3. We're getting such an overwhelming response, considering we just sort of said, let's build it and hopefully they'll come. They're coming, aren't they? It's brilliant.
It's awesome. I'm really proud to see the local community getting behind a local show. Yeah.
Look, I think this is the start of something that's going to be a part of the fabric of Southwest.
I certainly hope so. We'd love your involvement as well. If you're not already getting in touch, your likes, your comments on our posts, your info. We're getting fan mail already.
I haven't seen that.
We are. Well, not us, but the show itself. I want to say hello to Nick Carter and Danielle Eichner for sending in lovely messages this week.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
No, it's appreciated. All right, we've got a mountain of results to get through, so let's start to check them out.
And as I mentioned earlier, we had, it was my first pre-season friendly, but Busselton City Football Club had a great weekend. The women's team beat Australind 4-1, and the men's team beat the Southwest Phoenix under-23s 3-0. I was left back in that 3-0 win, so it was quite a good game.
Yeah, well, I was going to say that Brad is in fact involved in about 8 of the first 10 results, so we're going to make this all about him.
He's definitely not the one sending the stuff through, but it's the clubs, it's not you.
Well...
Anyway, moving along, the Bunbury Gaelic Football Club. So a great day out for them yesterday. They won the inaugural Father McCabe Cup against the Nafiana Catalpa GAA Club.
Well done.
Nailed that.
Yeah.
They're based in Rockingham. They travelled down to Bunbury for the game, and there's a rematch on Easter Monday where the Rockingham Club, which I'm not going to say again, will be looking for redemption.
Can I just quickly say, this just goes to show how we want ScordSW West to be. Every sport can get their little bit of time in the sun.
100%. Nice little short, sharp piece about what went down. We want to hear it.
Look, you'll stretch it out anyway, so yeah, keep them short. Brad, you're next.
And as we mentioned last week, the CCJSA female football celebration took place on the weekend in Australind, and they had over 20 girls attending the day and a good handful that hadn't played before, and the ages ranged from 4 to 15. So it was great work by Pete there to see so many girls knowing that football is a choice for them.
Brilliant. And you've got the next one again, mate. I think you were actually involved in this one.
No, I was involved in the last one, but the Southwest Phoenix had their last pre-season friendly for the State League on the weekend, with the Southwest Phoenix beating Bunbury Dynamos 4-0. And now they'll just have Margaret River in round 3 of the FFA Cup at 3 p.m. this Saturday at Onside Sport in Bunbury. So good luck to them there. And like I said, we got up on the Southwest Phoenix 23, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Very aware. Thank you, Brad. Kate, back to you.
Yes, the Bunbury Basketball Grand Finals were held on Friday night. Congratulations to the 2021-22 A-grade women's premiers, Aces Sky. Jade Britton took out the MVP award, and they beat Tornadoes Red 70-49. Great result for Aces there, my junior club. Love to see it. The men went down to the wire. A three-pointer from Reese Barrett with minutes left put the Bulls Maroon ahead by 1, and then 2 free throws from Hill. Sorry, I don't have Hill's first name there, but saw them home 197 over Tornadoes Red. Reese Barrett was named the MVP. And
Great to see a nice type game that way.
Yeah. Good comp. And just a shout out to like the clubs like Bunbury Basketball Association, who under COVID restrictions and all that have to adapt and are running these events. But it also shows how important it is to get your results into us, because we can't have spectators at games. We want to be able to show how the games went, and yeah.
Beautiful. And make sure you do by 9 p.m. Sunday night in an ideal world. Guys, that's what we're hoping for. Get home, type something up, send it through, ScordSW@gmail.com. Right, on to me. This is the cricket, round 8 in brackets. It was a tough match out at Borough Cup for the Bunbury and District's third grade grand final. Borough Cup hosting Capel. Promising youngster, John Gelweiler. Couldn't that say promising old boiler? Promising old boiler, I'll go with that. John Gelweiler taking no wickets for the home team.
And how many runs?
Doesn't say. I might get to that. While Murray Tennant Brown kept Capel competitive with a nice knock of 83. Brendan Ebert, the pick of the Borough Cup bowlers, with 3 for 28. See, he took all John's wickets. Yep.
Ebert had a good game.
In reply, Borough Cup reeled in the total with 7 overs to spare. Ryan Gibbs playing a top innings to score with 48. And Brendan Ebert also starring with the bat, scoring 41. John Gelweiler wasn't needed to bat. Probably just as well. Congrats to the Borough Cup thirds. In the other big match of the day, the Colts Cricket Club have beaten Eton to take home the silverware in the A-grade grand final. Nice work to Luke McPherson, playing a lovely shot to the offside to tie scores before a wide ball from Wintle gave Colts the title. You don't like winning it that way, but I'm sure Colts won't mind one bit.
Not at all.
Yes. We've got some cross-country mountain biking. This is great.
Yeah, so it was a big weekend of cross-country mountain biking, racing at Wellington Dam and Collie over the weekend. It was the first 2 rounds of the state MTB series. The Mellow Velo team had some great results, with JP van der Meer taking out first elite male on day 1. Aidan Wright won the under-17 men's. Connor Wright was first in the under-15 men's, and Hannah Elliott came second in the under-15 girls. So they say it was a very successful weekend and one of the biggest turnouts for the state XC MTB round yet. So there's a couple of more weeks until the next round of series, so go check that out.
Brilliant. And may I just say apologies to JP van der Merwe.
Sorry.
Doesn't matter, I spent a year in South Africa back in the bad old days. One more late result just came in. Haven't got any graphics for this, but that doesn't matter. Bunbury Junior Footy Club kicked off its Auskick program on Friday night. 80 young players having fun and their first kick for 2022. And Hay Park Cricket Club had their wind-up. Junior cricketer of the year was Kalani Heel, and the runner-up was Tex McGuinness, I think it is. Apologies if that's not correct, Tex. The Senior Cricketer of the Year award went to Stuart Haywood. So there's a heap of results. Get yours in by 9 p.m. next Sunday night. ScordSW@gmail.com. Before I throw to an interview we've got lined up, guys, I want to say g'day to a couple of lovely young ladies who are here supporting the show tonight. Hello, Debbie and Monique. I'll wave at you now. They're over behind us at the last slice. Right, we do have an interview coming up. Let's make him welcome. His name's Mark Delane. Are you there, Mark?
Yes. Hello, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. I'll throw to the guys and they can fire the questions at you.
So, Mark Delane, you're the president of the Dunsborough Sharks Football Club. It's your first season of the Southwest Football League. How's the club looking?
Well, that's a loaded question, I suppose. Internally, we're swimming like a duck or a swan, as they say. Every day we've got a list of things to do, and but we're ticking those off. So, as a club, we're quietly confident that we'll be ready for our first round. Player-wise, great numbers on the park, sort of averaging sort of 50 to 60 every training. Admittedly, we only have Colts reserves and women's on this year, and league coming next year. So, but yeah, everything's really positive. And then talking to my neighbour as I got home today, he was saying that 3 times today in the surf, the conversation was purely about Sharks joining the Southwest Footy League. So that's exciting to know that out in the community, away from the club, it's bubbling away with great excitement.
Yeah, and as from the Southwest Football League, or as a player myself, we're really excited to see you guys join the competition. So good job with everything you've done so far. What do you sort of need to get your season rolling? More players, whether they're Colts, women, whatever? What do you guys need?
Okay, you can come and play for us if you like. That'd be a good start, some experience.
I was going to say, I'll take some fuel money, but the price of fuel these days, that could be quite expensive.
Yeah.
That's a hint. Oh, my Lord.
Getting there, isn't it? Look, we've had an immense amount of interest. As you would know, that interest sometimes doesn't convert to players on the field. So, look, we certainly welcome any new players. We always have opportunity, and certainly talking to several of the other clubs, the number of players they have go through a season is quite high. So, but always looking, particularly for women, that's been probably our biggest challenge. But it's the excitement level is absolutely at fever pitch. So we're just trying to convert some of those who might be sitting on the fence. And as we know, particularly with the juniors, once the summer sport's finished, there's always that big boost of registrations and experience of the interest coming through. So hopefully we get that this week and the week after. So not too late.
Brilliant. And Mark, lastly, it's a big season ahead for you as a club. Where would you like to be at the end of the season? What's the goal? What's the goal for the Dunsborough Sharks?
Good question, I suppose. Personally, still alive. It's quite stressful at the moment. Still married would be nice as well. But from the club's point of view, just this is a massive year for us. We were talking today at community level about the need for. We've got a lot of temporary infrastructure coming in this year, so things that other clubs don't have to worry about, we're having to manage, organising, a whole raft of volunteers to get us set up in the mornings. So next year, we really are the league side, and we've already started to make some movement in that space. But more importantly, that from a home sort of game situation that we're seen as quite a friendly, hospitable club. We want to make sure that people enjoy coming to play in Dunsborough and against Dunsborough, and that's a great competition on the field, but off the field that it's one of those things you've got on the table, I suppose. It's why we play footy and country sport. It's about enjoyment and community, and so we want to be known as a club that's welcoming of all others, I suppose. So
beautiful.
That's our number one goal.
Thank you so much for joining us, Mark Delane, on ScordSW. Have yourself a great week, mate.
All right, thank you, Kate. We'll see you at training.
Thank you very much to Mark. It's exciting, isn't it?
You could probably get a kick.
Well, I was going to say, he did only offer Kate a Guernsey.
Well, they don't have a league side yet. Just so.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
but we should have asked if they had a full forward. If they had a full forward already, because maybe.
Well, if they need a beyond his best ruckman, I could roll up. Anyway, thanks again to Mark. Let's look at some events. We've got plenty to touch on here at ScordSW. All right. Great graphic work there, John. Great graphic work. Thanks, mate. Let's get into this one. The Three Waters Running Festival. All right, the committee have made the difficult decision to postpone the Three Waters Running Festival for this year. The new criteria for outdoor events and the uncertainty when April arrives means they would not be able to deliver a high quality event to celebrate Bunbury Runners Club 40th Marathon and Half Marathon. That's disappointing, but it is just the sign of the times, isn't it, guys? Hopefully a new date will be announced as soon as possible. Until that time, registrations have been placed on hold, so I suppose they're keeping your money for the time being. But that'll be fine when it does come around. Once a date is set, registrations will reopen. Options will become available for those already entered, but will not be available for the new date. More information will be posted as it becomes available. Limited spots for all events. Thanks, and disappointed for the Bunbury Runners Club.
There is a silver lining out of this, Dylan.
What's that?
You have enough time to train.
That is true. That will also not happen.
also postponed because of COVID until.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not going to put on all this effort if it doesn't actually, the event doesn't happen. Oh my God. All right, moving along. Kate, what have you got for us?
Good Sports is coming to Bunbury soon to host a free workshop. This will be held on the 28th of March from 6 till 7:30 p.m. at the Hay Park Pavilion. So the workshop will cover a range of things, including creating a safe and family-friendly environment for the club, dealing with managing alcohol and illegal drugs with Good Sports, promoting positive mental health, and how to support your members during COVID. They will also have a local mental health service provider coming along to talk more about mental health. To register, visit that website there, adf.org.au, for Bunbury Club's registration.
Awesome. Bradley?
And I'm going to give my club a plug again here, Busselton City
Another
FC.
one.
Yeah, why not?
Well, the CMI Busselton City men's team will be welcoming Joondalup City FC for round 3 of the FFA Cup. Kickoff is at 2:30 this Saturday. Prior to the match, the Rocky Ridge ladies will be taking on the Joondalup Park Rangers in a pre-season friendly. Reminder that due to the current government restrictions, when they're not actually able to have any spectators, but they'll be bringing the results back to us so we can plug the club again.
That's what we're here for, Brad.
To plug your teams, yep.
Yep,
Sport,
ScordSW at gmail.com. Right, the Bunbury Hockey Woods Cup pre-season challenge. Teams will be announced in the next couple of days. First round of games will be on Saturday the 26th for the women and will be 4:45. Sorry, yes, 4:45, and the men play at 6:15. Women have 3 teams and will play a round robin. Men have 2 teams and they'll play a best of 3. Teams will be training on Wednesday night. Good luck to all involved in that one.
And this one here, it's a bit of a stretch for being sport, but due to the fact that it's recreational leisure, I think it probably fits. Well, the Shire of Collie invite residents to come along to attend a public meeting about the future of the indoor heated pool project. It's on a Thursday, the 17th from 6 p.m. at Roach Park Rec Centre in Collie. So if you're one of those people that want to really check out your pool and you want it there, that might be a meeting for you.
Absolutely, the more people there, the more chance it'll happen. That's simple.
Beautiful. A couple of late events that we have got in. So don't forget the South Bunbury Football Club fundraiser match is coming up this Saturday. So that again is for the Tan family, similar to the one that was held on the weekend. So that's going to be a great day out. So get along there. The Bunbury Golf Club Easter Cup for men and women is on April 16. You can call the Bunbury Golf Club for more information on that one. And it's the last day on the beach for season 2021-22 on Sunday, March 27 for the Bunbury Surf Bunbury Surf Life Saving Club, and there will be the Nipper certificate presentations and club champion awards.
Absolutely.
Big weekend, I'm sorry.
Yep, look, if you've got an event coming up, big or small, get in touch, ScordSW at gmail.com. Just try and make sure they're in by 9 p.m. Sunday night for the show on Monday.
We're actually already getting stuff in now, trying to get into this show, but we can't fit it in. So get in your stuff early because the show's going to get packed out.
If we get fully subscribed, yep, something's got to go. It might be some of your team stuff, Brad, that you're carrying on. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break thanks to our good sponsor, and we'll be back with a bit of a chat with a Southwest Slammer very soon.
Into the seniors, and now playing for Australia against the best in the world. Come and play hockey at the Boyne Up Hockey Club. Junior and senior registrations are now open.
It all starts here!
They said I wasn't animated enough in my last TV ads. Have a look at me now. Doesn't change the fact that we still know a thing or two about seeds. At Bell Seeds, we have the varieties, or can create a custom seed mix for you. Give us a call at Bell Seeds. Anyone got Walt's number?
Just know that it doesn't happen without a lot of effort. I started playing because my dad was very good at hockey as well and played hockey for Australia, so that's how I got into it. Just say yes to everything. If a coach wants you to change position, maybe try here, or you want to try a new skill or anything like that, there's no harm in giving it a go. The motto I use is just relax, it's just a game of hockey.
We love our fans, that's why we've created the Local Fan Rewards program. Every time you shop with us, you'll receive loyalty points which convert into cash discounts. So join in store today and start saving at the checkout. Sports Power Bunbury and Eaton stores only.
Fantastic, and thanks to our sponsors, we really appreciate that. Now we're going to have a chat with a man by the name of Corey Richardson. Corey, it was interesting when we got the show notes this week because it said Corey Richardson resigns from the Slammers or with the Slammers, and we didn't know whether it was resigned or re-signs. So we were debating earlier whether re-signs should have a hyphen. It's all very boring English stuff, but anyway, here he is, and welcome to ScordSW, mate.
Awesome, thank you guys for having me, really appreciate it.
Excellent, over to you guys.
So you've re-signed. How did that process go, and how were they able to lure you in back for another season?
Being a Bunbury boy, you always love playing for the Slammers. I mean, nothing beats playing for your hometown. So it wasn't too much of a hard decision to re-sign for the club again, that's for sure.
Yeah, love it.
And what's your hopes for the upcoming season?
Hopefully just keep improving. These young guys we've got coming through are a good young crop, so hopefully we can keep mentoring these guys and pushing them in the right direction to hopefully stay with us and not leave for the Perth clubs like a few guys have. So yeah, hopefully we can just keep building on what we are trying to achieve from now on.
But it has always been an issue. Like I've known myself that to keep that calibre of young people coming through and staying in Bunbury. Are you sort of seeing that that's changing a little bit?
It's slowly changing, yeah. I mean, like we've got some good universities and stuff down here now, so kids can get their educations and stay here. And I mean, a lot of the works that are going on, people are obviously getting jobs and not wanting to leave home. So yeah, it's slowly starting to change. And we're starting to hold on to a lot more locals than what we were, but it should be good, hopefully.
Yeah.
And we've been covering basketball almost every show, and we've seen a lot of the juniors from the region really showing their stuff and going to Perth and showing everyone how good the region is. Why should those young kids in the region aspire to play for Slammers?
Oh, that's a really tough one. I mean, it's the only Southwest team that is here now. So instead of it being just a Perth-based comp, why not show under a northern comp with obviously Geraldton and Kalgoorlie? Why not be a part of the Southwest and be part of history? I mean, you've had some great teams and some great players like James Fitchers and guys win titles here. Why not be part of that history and try to win another one from where you're from instead of going somewhere else and win one for them?
It's great fun as well, isn't it? Like the social side. Obviously you want to win games and that, but the social side is good as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You make friends you're going to have for life, as you know, being a slammer. Yeah, you got guys that I don't play with basketball anymore, but you still catch up with them all the time. They're lifelong friends, and that's probably the best thing about basketball is you make friends not just for the year, but pretty much for life.
Exactly.
Last one from me. Along the panel here, we've been talking about our basketball skill, and just wondering, would you be able to give Dillo some tips on trying to hit the ring with his free throws? Because I think they're saying that he's, what your nickname was Airball?
Well, it was actually Stonehenge.
Sorry, that was my nickname.
Pass it in.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I wasn't a very reliable free throw shooter. It was widely known. Yeah, thanks for that, Brad.
If Dillo came down to a training bar, you reckon you could put him through the paces?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Definitely teach him how to shoot, that's for sure.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah.
Good luck. I'll take you up on that bit. One thing before we do let you go, Corey, and thanks for swinging by the last slice tonight. What have you been working on in your own game?
In my own game, pretty much just work on a bit of everything to be the most versatile player I can be, whether that's scoring the ball, passing, or just being an overall leader.
Yep.
Obviously, I love hitting the gym a little bit more than I probably should. So, yeah, coming back this year a little bit stronger than I was, and hopefully have a bit less of an injury-crowded season.
Yeah, good. Well, I wish you and the whole team all the best.
Thank you.
And thanks for swinging by and having a chat to us on ScordSW.
No
Keep
worries.
those results coming in, hey?
Thank you. Thanks for having
Thanks,
us.
Corey.
Good on you. Corey Richardson joining us on ScordSW. We appreciate his time, and we're going to have a few interesting guests every week, aren't we? Thanks again, Corey. We're going to catch up with Hilsey and see what's happening in the Southwest Surf Scene.
Legend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, champion.
No worries.
You're a legend.
You run again this year?
All right. Thanks for that, Hilsey. We might try and get back to it a little bit later. We'll see how we go.
Live TV.
Yeah, live
no
telling
surf.
at its very, very best. Community notice board. There's a bit going on around the place too. I'm going to kick this one off. We've got Bustleton Netball. Bustleton's really got behind Scored, haven't they? Mind you, you're pushing that barrow, aren't you? The Busselton netball season is about to get underway. They offer netball for players from 7 through to any age with a mixed indoor competition, also an option this year. All details can be found at busseltonnetball.com.au/BNA season calendar. Just go to busseltonnetball.com. There's 6 clubs who are currently forming teams for the competition, so don't wait, get involved. You can email the secretary for details or follow their Facebook or Instagram pages. Good way to go.
Beautiful. And the Donnybrook Football Club, so football club, former ruckman and absolute legend Joel Tyso. He's getting a junior girls footy team together and running up and running in Donnybrook this year, so that's fantastic to see. They had a have a go session last weekend, and they had 16 girls from the have a go session register, so that's great to see. Great for the little town of Donnybrook. I love it. So if any girls want to get involved at the junior level, hit up the Donnybrook Football Club's Facebook page.
Brilliant. And Southwest Academy of Sport on the 19th of March, they will host the 7th annual fun run, and this time it will be Baron Ridley Park in Australind. The event will raise money for the Southwest Academy of Sport's sporting programs, as well as encourage teamwork, fitness and community spirit. They invite you to register for the 10k run, Dillo, there you go.
Yep.
5k run or walk, or a 2k run. Look, there's plenty of options there.
Or you can cheer from the sidelines.
With a cold beer.
With a cold beer.
Responsibly.
Well, they do encourage local businesses and schools to come down and take part in this great event by entering as many participants as possible. There's also a cash prize. So if you want to win some
now
cash,
I'm considering.
There we go.
There it is.
Oh,
well, if you want the cash, you got to enter.
Right.
So Southwest Academy of Sport. You've seen the details before. Jump on board, run for some fun, and win some money.
Can I just interject? I'm going to blow your mind. I have run a full marathon. Back in the dark ages, I have done a full marathon. 3.5 hours over in South Africa. Still got me little medal somewhere.
Did you run the full course, or did you find a short?
I ran the full course.
Can you bring your medals in?
Yes.
I'd happily have your medals over his medals that he is
100%.
trying to bring in every week and put
Well,
on
at
the
least
table.
mine were hard earned.
Moving along.
I'm just going.
And back to the Southwest Slammers. So this is great. So they're calling on any local community members that can help with housing their interstate and international imports, as they would love to hear from you. Being a host family provides great season member benefits for yourself and can be very rewarding for the players for a cultural experience with a small remuneration as well. So if you are interested in becoming a host family or know of a potential suitable accommodation, please email the team over at the Southwest Slammers, email on the screen there for more details. But the imports I've dealt with or been made friends with over the years, they're fantastic. So it's a great experience to bring them in, especially for young families, for the kids. They're great,
No, that sounds fantastic. And mate, I absolutely respect your sporting exploits, you know this. Ooh, he's salty. Hey, we've managed to get Hilsey on the line again. Here's the surf report.
Howdy crew, it's Hilsey with this week's surf report for Scored Southwest. Well, after pretty average surf conditions over the weekend, things aren't really going to improve midweek, unfortunately. We've got a small swell with onshore winds on Tuesday. Wednesday, that swell starts to build a little bit more, but still winds into the west-southwest. Should go a bit more south on Thursday, and hopefully a little bit more southeasterly on Friday, but definitely Saturday we're going to have some swell and hopefully some good winds, and Sunday looking the goods. Well, pretty average surf conditions for the weekend that's been, but pretty good for the local competitors, with Claire Bevilacqua winning the Queen of the Point at Triggs Point and Duke Nagasound winning the men's final. So great news for the local surfers. This is Mark Hills updating the wind and waves for Scored Southwest.
Dillo, I hope this is not becoming a trend. You were late last week and Hilsey. Seriously, we got to be on time.
But at least he had his little disco light in the background. That was hilarious. Obviously, you need some help with the sort of visual merchandising side of the show. Anyway, it's time for another very, very anticipated segment. It's Johnny G's Photos. That sounds a lot like the Benny Hill theme, actually.
I do like that music.
Righto, we've got 4 photos in. It's people are getting involved,
Yeah,
mate.
good. I like it. We're going to start setting challenges moving forward. So just tell us what you got for now, but we'll set you some challenges and see what you're really made of.
Have you been out snapping this week? I know you've been winning, medals.
A little bit busy, Brad. I'll bring one of mine to the table. You'll need to see your South African one. Is that for running away from a line?
It looks a bit lighter than yours as well.
Yeah.
It is considerably, but it cost me a lot to get it, and it means a lot to me.
How many wickets did you get?
None on the grand final. But
How many runs?
I went for 35.
No, how many runs did you?
Oh, I wasn't required.
Oh,
Not
okay.
required.
Couldn't we
I'm
have
not
got
hired
someone
for that?
from
much
the
like my
game that did
presenting
something?
You could have, but they're all hungover still, so had to carry me around.
All right, let's have a look at the 4
All right, bring it
photos
on.
submitted this week. The first one is picture 1, a screamer taken by Kyle Daniels.
There's a banger to start with.
What a ripper!
There's a lot to dissect there. I reckon there's probably a few limbs that shouldn't be and probably weren't where they're meant to be after that. But
And I do feel for the other Souths player with his back to the photo. Something.
Step ladder.
There might have been some casualties there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
ladder would be his name, I'd say on that one. Yep, that's a good shot. Good shot, Kyle.
Absolute ripper.
Yeah, good
Picture
start.
number 2, Kate, take us through it.
So this one has been submitted by Jamie Reeve, our week 1 winner actually, and this is pizza time.
This would be called carb loading if I was captioning this, because how much you get in your beard, Reeve? I'd probably have to have a look at that. There'd be a fair bit in there, I'd say.
I tell you what, it is testament to the quality of the pizzas here at the last slice. I'll say that much.
Probably chuck a few slices in the back pocket and go run the next 100k. Still be alright. So.
Okay, Brad, picture 3.
Well, talking about edible meals, this next one's titled A Tasty Medal, submitted by Luke McPherson.
Hang on, can I confirm? Because it looks about the same weight and
here
flavour.
we go.
So what
To
did
be
Luke,
honest, it tastes a bit too much passion pot for me.
did Luke do anything in the game?
Probably did. He's a bit higher caliber cricketer than myself, but
So you don't remember anyone else's stats except for your own?
No, I didn't see Luke's because I couldn't have read them by the time the game was finished. Yeah, I knew it was a pretty good effort, but it was blurs and things I didn't really understand yesterday lunchtime. So
No, good photo. It's what you play for, isn't
But
it?
now the
about
moment.
game. Well,
Now the moment we've been waiting for, right? The
Bit of-
4th photo.
more.
What's
Lucky
titled?
last. Take us through this one, Johnny.
I'm sitting there getting a cuddle from my good friend Daniel Fry, which was very unexpected but very welcome. And look at this. These are all from my 8-year-old. So I'm very impressed she took these. That's actually not a bad photo of me, despite the rude head on it.
Well, she's not
Blue
working with
steel.
much.
A bit of blue. So I'm just proud that my daughter actually framed me up. I'm looking a bit skinny there. I finished that with all the wings after the game, but yep. I'm pretty
Congratulations
proud.
to you and the
mate.
Murray Cup boys.
Thank you, mate. We worked really hard for that, and look, this is a bit of an interesting story. Can I just touch on these two boys
Go
here,
for it.
Quentin Baker and Daniel Fry? They have been involved in all 7 of the club's flags, and for a small country club, they're the heart and soul of it, they're the backbone of it, and playing cricket with blokes like that are competitors and ultimate gentlemen as much as deviants, like myself. It makes cricket all the worthwhile, and community towns and places like the Southwest are better for those people.
It won't be a surprise to anyone. A lot of people play for 30 years and never win one. So
This is
to win 7's a bit rude.
This is my first one.
Share it around.
Oh, look out, there's some footage. eBay, yes, the big boy, he was hitting him very well.
There was a bit behind that pull shot, wasn't there?
Smidgen, mate.
Just a bit.
He'd make you look tiny, the young man.
Geez, that's saying something.
He's a big man.
He took a couple of wickets too, right?
3 very important wickets, opposite end of me.
Stand and deliver. Look at that.
I set him up with a good opening over. They pushed a single off, and he got a rank full toss first ball. Got the bloke I had at LBW out, from my opinion, Russell Lindroth. But anyway, got him first ball, and then he just opened the floodgates and did more of this. He literally
It's
turned
the
the
swagger.
game.
The swagger for me. I love it. Look.
He's full of swagger out, Brendan.
And he's a fellow full-figured gentleman.
Yep.
He wouldn't be overly quick between the wickets,
You'd be
so he
surprised,
probably
mate.
just
you would
tee off.
actually be surprised. He took a brilliant run out at short cover.
Bang!
But yeah, tell you what, when he hits them, they stay hit.
Yeah.
Well and truly. So
There you go.
it was about a 3 minutes period that just turned the game for us, to be fair. So
Well, it's great seeing the team win the medal for the thirds, but you have a big decision now. probably more coveted prize.
Yeah,
The 22-inch last slice pizza.
Before we touch on that, I just want to acknowledge our 5th grade. It was the first time our club had ever had both sides in the finals, and the first time the 5th grade had ever claimed a flag. So it'd be remiss of me to leave out those boys. They come from the doldrums to win it this year, and they deserve all the plaudits that we get. So, as everyone else in the competition.
Brilliant.
All right, back to the important bit, the
I was
photos.
going to say, who won?
Look, I'm probably going to give it to Kyle because that is an absolute screamer.
Yeah.
To be, on the money and to be watching the action like that, it takes a bit of concentration or just a bit of good luck, which, Kyle, you could have had a bit of good luck, but we don't know the story, mate, because your picture tells a ripper. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So he wins a 22-inch New York style pizza here at the last slice. It's worth winning. Get yours in ScordSW@gmail.com. And you too can be part of Johnny G's photo challenge. Thank you, Mr. G.
Thank you, everybody. We'll go and finish this
and
now.
congratulations on that medal again, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Guys, that's pretty much it.
Done.
What do you got?
I got something.
The most important part of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
So we've just done a great job there wrapping up cricket, obviously talking about John's team doing all the work for him to win the medal. But it's changing of the seasons. It's changing of the seasons. We're shifting from the summer sports, end of summer basketball, cricket, now going into winter sports. So this last slice, Scotty's last slice, is all about, to those winter sports out there, send in your stuff.
Yeah.
Send in your stuff.
Yeah.
We want it.
That's exactly what we're here for,
We
mate.
need it.
Yeah.
So I'll keep it short and sweet. Winter sports, footy, hockey, Dino, that's on you.
Yep.
Okay. What else we got? Soccer. What are the other winter sports? We got mountain biking as well.
Anything.
Lawn
Literally
bowls.
anything. Yeah. And even if your team's a few short or whatever the case might be, let us know. We'll put the word out for you.
Darts. Darts is a great sport.
Oh.
We haven't
Indoors,
got darts
winter,
yet.
perfect.
Yeah. Squash,
Yeah.
also a good one.
Beer on hand.
Anything.
Thanks for the last slice. It's been fun, guys. I'm going to wrap it up because we better go. ScordSW@gmail.com. Thanks to Brad, Kate, John, Hilsey. The Lomax team goes without saying. The crew at the last slice, always fabulous. And you, the sporting public of the Southwest. Without you, we are nothing.
Can I just say a thank you to Dillo tonight for being on time?
It's great to see you and your tie back.
I know, the tie was boring, but it's sports themed. I know we can't zoom in, but it's like golf bags and golf.
And I do appreciate that you rocked up at 12:30 today to make sure that you're on time.
Anything for you guys. I love working with you. Have a good week, guys. Enjoy your sport next weekend. ScordSW@gmail.com. We're here for you. Ta-ta.
Thanks, everyone.